All right, since by popular demand, I have been requested to make a Nerf War video and explain all the games that I play and how I organize and run Nerf Wars. Here's at least the overview of the games that I use. All right, so first thing, let's say that my session was beginning at 6 o'clock. Like tonight's Nerf War began at 6 p.m. I don't start the first official game until about 6:25. So depending on the amount of kids, anywhere from 6:20 to 6:30, I will start the first game. Gives them time to get their pennies on, their guns loaded, their eyeglasses on, all the different stuff, just basically prepping and getting everybody checked in. So at 6:25, or at least 25 minutes to 30 minutes into the session, I would call all the kids out onto the skate floor and go over the rules. So I have these on both screens. I have screens on both ends of my floor. I read these aloud over the microphone as well as tell them individually. Wear the safety glasses at all times. Glow vest must be worn. No purposeful headshots. Avoiding neck and ear shots. No shooting lobby. Look forward and play safe. This is the biggest one I emphasize. Looking forward and playing safe. Most common injury, if any, they run into each other by accident or they run into a barrier or something because they're just not looking forward. But nothing major. Nothing an ice pack can't fix. So then, as far as gameplay, I always start every Nerf War with a no outs or a free-for-all. I can call it no outs, free-for-all, whatever you say. I do 5-minute Nerf rounds. They're 5 minutes each time. And what I do is I count them down. So I would have all of the lights on the skate floor. And then I would say, all right, we're going to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then once I do that, I would press play on the timer. And then I would have 5 minutes on the clock until the end of that round. At the end of 5 minutes, a siren will actually go off. I'd stop the music. I'd turn all the lights back on. And then I would reset the clock for 5 minutes to reset. During that 5-minute reset time, they're not picking up any darts. I leave all the darts on the floor. They're going to, they can switch guns if they want to switch guns, reorganize their teams if they want to switch teams. They can realistically reload from the buckets on the side of the floor. It doesn't really matter. Other thing I do, squads is super popular based on Fortnite. Squads are typically 4 people in a team. And the way I do it to make it so that it lasts and kids aren't immediately out, I usually have rules. So squads, I usually say teams of 4. If you're hit one time, you take a knee. If you're hit a second time when you're already on your knee, you're out of the game. However, if one of your squad team members tags you while you're on your knee, they've revived you. You get back up, you're in the game, and you continue playing the game till the end of 5 minutes. Duos is the exact same rules as squads, except you just have 2-person teams. So you work in a team of 2, trying to take out people. Some kids like to keep track of how many kills they take or how many kills they get. And sometimes you play long enough, you can get down to 1 team winning. Typically, I don't do that because it takes too long. 5 minutes seems to be optimal for each game. Zombie round. Zombie round is one of the kids' favorites. What I do is I pick 2 to 3 kids to be the zombies. They have no guns. They have no weapons. They have to walk, not run, around the skate floor, trying to tag the players, or I guess the soldiers you could call them. If you tag them, if the zombie tags a soldier, they drop their weapon and become a zombie. If the zombie is shot, they must be frozen for 5 seconds. They usually just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they keep walking. By the end of the round, usually everybody is a zombie. Hunger Games is not as popular because some kids are really weird about sharing weapons, but put all the weapons in the center of the skate floor like a cornucopia, like in the movie, as well as all the ammunition. I then line up all the kids on the outside of the skate floor. Same thing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. They all run in. They must grab ammo and guns, and we either do 1 hit outs or 3 hit outs, depending on what I want to do. 1 hit out round is just you hit once, you're out of the game. I don't play it often because kids are out too soon. 3 hit out is what I do most. I say be honest. If you hit 3 times, you must clear the skate floor. Teams, let's say we want to do neon green versus orange. We can do 1 hit out teams, 3 hit out teams. They can do it in any size teams they want. One of my favorite ones is freeze tag. Freeze tag is just simply if you're hit, you're frozen. If someone tags you, you're back in motion again. We keep doing this to the end of 5 minutes. No winners, no losers, everybody's in. Works great with young kids. Boys versus girls, you have a big party, you just want to mix it up. You can do a boys versus girls. Decide if you want to do 1 hit outs, 3 hit outs, doesn't matter. Parents versus kids, same thing. If you have a lot of parents, it's kind of fun to do a parents versus kids round. If you have enough time, same thing. 1 hit out, 2 hit outs, freeze tag, whatever you want to do. Just the way to organize kids. Capture flag I've yet to perfect. If you have some kind of strategy-based game where you decide to have outs, no outs, freeze, send them back to the other side, whatever. You can have an obstacle or some kind of thing you're trying to get to. I personally have actually never done it. As some of my Nerf wars have decided that they never have time to spend their tokens or do anything else, so I might incorporate a 10 to 15 minute intermission. And then whenever it's the last round, I usually just say, hey, this is the last one, final round, 5 minutes on the clock. That's pretty much how it goes. I do have screens that explain like zombie round, and I have screens that explain, maybe it's not in here. I don't know where it's at. That explain some of the other games. So it's on the screen to go over it in case they can't understand me. But that's pretty much it. Sometimes the teams have names. That was for a public Nerf thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope that's helpful, and good luck.